Yo, what's up YouTube? NikkoHero's in the building. Welcome to Hero City. Today's video, we got the full Discord NBA to Run event. They was going through the game, showing the game modes, the locker, the shop, profile settings, badges, trophies, gear, all that, how you earn cred, etc. So sit back, enjoy, because the launch is tomorrow. We're gonna be streaming that joint, and I have a giveaway coming. So stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications.
The shop. So in the shop, you earn cred just by playing. There's no purchases in the game, but you earn cred by playing runs, achievements, leveling up, and then you can spend that in here. One of the things we have is the rookie variants. These actually play different than their current variants do. So you got rookie LeBron. Sorry, triggers aren't working here. Steph Curry. Little Supersonics action. Luka with the Mavs. And some people don't even remember this happened, but SGA is a Clipper. So these are very cool. They have different end zone abilities as well.
I wish he wasn't
got tons of outfits to go. So as you level up rank, you can go through and unlock different outfits for your character. So even cool things like a Brooklyn Nets, KD, Trae Young back with the Hawks.
Nice. That's kind of what I was waiting for.
Like, so as you rank up, more and more things come available, like retro Rockets jerseys, retro Bucks. So those are some of my favorite ones. Chinese New Year, Scotty Barnes, Raptors. So lots of cool stuff here. St. Patrick's Day jersey for the Celtics. We've got tons of dunks. So here's a pro tip. When you first start spending your cred, the one thing you're gonna wanna do is get dunks. So you start the game with 0 signature dunks, and the advanced dunks basically are with combos of your trigger buttons, and they actually earn more in the zone points. They have more risk of actually not hitting them, so failing those dunks. But when you're trying to earn in the zone, you got a breakaway, you got a good dunker like Anthony Edwards. You want to get at least one of these equipped right away before you start buying outfits or other stuff.
That's a good pro tip.
So lots to choose from.
The dunks give you different
amount. Scotty Barnes there.
That's sick. Curious how many dunks they have in total.
So, huge part of the game is, being flashy, taking risk, getting in the zone. And these are a big part of it. So,
looks like that's about it though.
Your first 700 cred should be going to a dunk. Taunts. These are fun. Different ways to kind of trash talk during the game, before the game, after the game. I think one that's going to be very popular is at rank 10, where you can show off how many trophies you've won.
Oh, that's I like that spot.
So definitely a really good flex post tournament. It's cooking. So at launch, you start with 1. All the tricks are on the D-pad, or all the taunts are on the D-pad. You only start with 1. So a good way to show that you're making progress with the game is to start to get more of these higher ranked taunts. Ice in the veins. And then we've got badges. You are earning badges as you progress, but you can also purchase some from the shop. And
are these your team?
a lot of them NBA team-based, a lot of them game-based, and then as you get deeper and deeper, you get alternate logos, you get IP characters, logos, you get Babito's signature, Dunk KO, and then a lot of really high levels, you start to get into the player-specific ones. So if you always run with LeBron, you can make your badge LeBron. We even got ABA St. Louis Spirits for El Gigante. This is probably my favorite one. Our designer, Ryan Murphy, did a bunch of these, and I think they're really slick. Lamellos,
Must be some
ants.
SGA,
So really cool stuff there.
or even Seattle.
Banners you're unlocking as you level up, but then there's stuff to buy here in the shop. And as you look around, you'll see, different team banners.
I like
This Hardened Beard one's super sick. But yeah, again, if you have an affinity for a player or two, like Luca, you can at higher ranks start to unlock these and equip them when you play with those characters. It looks pretty slick.
The page icon in the bottom.
So just some stuff to look out for there.
Page where I counted where they might be in.
Actually, while in the shop, some of these characters can be had in the deluxe edition, so it's, or they can just be bought through cred. But I'm gonna go ahead and buy LeBron. Go into the locker. So the locker is where you load out everything from your outfits. So as I go through, you see all the different possible unlocks per character. I love the orange Charlotte Bobcats or LaMelo. I've always loved this statement Magic jersey. This is pretty slick.
That New York jersey.
This throwback Knicks jersey is pretty nice as well.
So it seems like
always love the city jersey. Warriors.
You gotta give AD that Lakers jersey.
You can't beat the blue Lakers jersey. So a lot of characters have different things. KD
That's a classic.
has his Rockets jerseys. He's got a throwback Suns. He's got a Nets as well. So
Yeah, Westbrook. He's gonna have mad jerseys. No disrespect. I love Westbrook.
So lots to unlock and kind of aspire to. Harden's got a ton as well.
You got quite a bit. This is really what I was
Clippers
waiting
and
for.
Cavs.
To see players will have different teams jerseys.
So on to the dunks. Here's how you assign them. So when you unlock them, you assign them to a certain button combination. So right now I have this reverse and the left button plus dunk, and so I'm gonna switch it. I don't want it to be there anymore. So I'm gonna put it on the left trigger. So buy the dunks, assign them to the slots you want, and then go into the game. And this is more like a profile level. The dunks and taunts are profile level, whereas the outfits are character level. So the badges, banners are also profile level. So no matter who you're playing with, you go in with those.
So that's cool. That would save a lot.
There's a question. Did you have a favorite kind of advanced dunk or one you're excited to see?
I think the free throw line, just since I'm more of an old school guy. So anything Dr. J or Michael Jordan did, I think is pretty cool. Great question. But again, I can assign up to 4 taunts. I can change them out all the time, but just come in here and assign them. Badges, same
I think
thing.
you mentioned this before, Mike, but like Dojo Consultancy wanted to know if you can buy or boost any of these, like cred, or do any of these boost your stats? Or are they purely cosmetic?
Everything's cosmetic. We didn't want anything to feel pay to win. We didn't want people to have to like grind or pay to get advantages in the game. So we're really about cosmetics. The rookies themselves, we consider them just as good as their current day versions, but they are different. So they're not rated the same. And I can show you that when we go into ratings, but
I like that a lot.
cool stuff in here. But as you unlock, it all stays in here and you can equip it anytime you want. I'm gonna go back to, so I'm gonna show the profile, and I don't think we've ever showed this before. So we do have an unlock rank system. So some of you played in the betas, you might have gotten to some, like the first 5 levels. So as you go through, you unlock cred, you unlock banners, you unlock characters. So Shentong's the first one you can unlock. And, you know, cool banners. These are a really good way to show people how long you played and where you're at. Right away, Destiny Jackson comes in at 15, so she's one of the best shooters in the game. I've already seen people tearing up with her. Yeah, but this progression track shows you when you can unlock stuff by just playing and getting to a different rep level. Spin Cycle's the last fictional character, and then Babito is all the way at rank 45.
Babito.
So right now there's 50 to go through. We have stats. We keep track of your stats. So this weekend looks like I played a lot of games, 136 games. Keeps track of your win-loss, your tournament wins, amount of times you've been MVP, all the XP, and then it also keeps track of your most played player. And you can go through and actually go through and get stats on each player. So when you're thinking about like, what's my best loadout, what's my team, like I'm 18-1 with Giannis, so I think I'll play more with Giannis. I haven't played with Romelo yet. Scotty Barnes, looks like I was only, 2 out of 3 with him. So it's pretty cool to like look at who your favorite characters are. Keeps track of their lifetime stats, know who you're good with, know who you're not good with. There is an achievement to win a tournament with all of the characters, which you can do in solos or squads, so that's pretty cool. Hard to do, but I think it keeps the game fresh. Wong, you got any other questions coming in?
Yeah, you got a ton. Hold on. Keep going a little, and then I'll break in with a few.
I got a bunch of questions, but I'm gonna just let the chat do their thing. They're asking good questions.
Yeah, I'm 100% with Joker. Gotta play with him a little bit more. But yeah, this is a really cool thing. I'd love to see people start to share this when they hit big milestones. I'm only 80% with Wemby. Not doing good enough.
We're getting a lot of questions about just like, are we going to do more things, like more jerseys, more rookie variants, legends? Like, you want to just talk about like just broadly how we're thinking about expanding the experience?
Yeah, so Scott's already announced that we are going to do legends. So we will have retired players in the game.
Nice.
We haven't announced which ones will come first or when they're going to come out, but it's a big passion of our team to have them.
Nice.
So they will be coming.
You could tell they really want
we look to have more variants of modern day NBA players. So you could imagine MVP versions of characters, and certain people like KD have had such illustrious stops. Like, could we see someday in Oklahoma City KD and partner him with SGA and play as all Thunder characters? I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, we plan to keep adding to this and different themes. And I think giving more variants of, we all love the Street Volume 2, and the 3 Jordans was one of the coolest parts of the game, with Wizards, Rookie, and, Prime Michael Jordan. So I think that's something we're inspired by.
And let us know which legends you want. I think the general chat channel will probably set something up about legends, but we want to hear. I see the chat, AI, Shaq, legends that come to mind.
Obi.
Throw them out in the Discord, we're listening.
And I think what's cool is to think about our game definitely gears characters to have like really towering strengths and like debilitating weaknesses. So I really look at the legends not just because we want the coolest players, but to have a different type of character we don't currently have in the game, like a Dennis Rodman someday, or lead into players that were known for street ball like Rafe Ralston, Skip to Malou. So I think there's tons of awesome potential for different directions we can go with it. So a lot of feedback came in on stats. So we'll go through and look at some of the stats.
Nice. Yeah, some of those stats were a little crazy.
So I'll just fly through this a little bit, but we have twos and threes, dunks, handles, passes. I think that all makes it's pretty straightforward. Guard is for when you're holding down the guard. This is a huge tip, is if you guard a player, their shooting stats go down. So it's very important to be in guard. And the closer you get to somebody, you'll see the arm go up and you'll have even more impact, and your blocking and steals ratings will go up. So guarding is something I'm not seeing enough of in the game, but your guard rating, if you have a high guard rating, you get guard boost from further distance.
I think that's
almost like you're intimidating. Steals, blocks, rebounds all make pretty straightforward. Speed, obviously. Power. These are the characters that are much better with shoves, and they win a lot more posterized moments. Stamina is so key in this game, really understanding when you want to use it and how you recharge and when you go for it. It's really difficult just to run back up and down the court on offense and defense, just trigger down the whole time.
Lockdown, was that
I think it
there?
makes the strategy
Or is that what they're
really good? Aura is I think, somewhat misunderstood, but this is our stat that allows you get more points for in the zone. So characters with higher aura are sort of more known for flash, flare, fan appreciation, but they'll just get into the zone quicker. The zone ability is what happens when you're in the zone. So when you go in the zone, your character for 30 seconds gets speed, stamina, and power boost, all of them across the board, but then they additionally have this very special thing. So for lockdown, he has increased defensive rating, steals, blocks, shove, and guard. So as of what's changed with some of the ratings, Bam, we decreased his threes, changes into zone ability to lockdown. We had something offensive, but he is one of our more powerful defensive characters. Scotty Barnes, we decreased his threes. This guy is a defensive stallion in this game, and although he's decent in threes, we took them down because it kind of made him like he really didn't have a weakness. So we looked at him. Jalen Brunson probably got the biggest increase across the board. So his speed got increased, his guard got increased, and intercepts, and we gave him a crown in twos. So I think he's really fun to play with, and look for that. Anthony Davis, he got an increase in twos and decrease in threes. He is a monster rebounder and blocker in the game. So really fun to play with. Ant Edwards.
Definitely not fun to play against you when you're playing AD, though.
Yeah.
Just to stay with Mike when you see him playing AD live.
That is very true. I'm pretty good with him right now. Ant Edwards, he got the increase to Aura, so he's one of the only crown Aura guys. I think he proved that in the playoffs. Just Mr. Aura. Harden.
Ranjan has a question. Does passing improve the receiver's shooting stats?
Actually, sometimes. So while you're in the zone, a few characters have a dropping dimes ability, and that character gives them a significant boost to their shooting. So if I'm LaMelo Ball, I'm in the zone, I dish out to, say, Anthony Davis for a three. Now Anthony Davis is much more likely to be able to hit that three. The timing will become easier. He can also, and this is a super pro tip since you decided to spend your time with us tonight, if you off the Hize with LaMelo while in the zone or Luka while in the zone, you'll see a green flashing ball. That means you're getting a shot boost with for the next 4 seconds. So if you off the Hize to yourself, it counts as a pass to yourself, and now you have that. It's pretty high risk, but it's really cool. Going back to the ratings, Harden really got a decrease in guard. Joker got a decrease in guard.
Yeah, I did say
Where's Kawhi? He had his in the zone ability changed to lockdown.
That makes sense.
Maxey had his in the zone changed to Rocket Man. Donovan Mitchell had an increase in dunks and changes in the zone ability to amped up. Al Morant got a crown in dunking.
Nice.
Tatum, we changed his in the zone ability from the shadow to something that felt more appropriate for him going
I
off.
didn't realize how many in the zone abilities there were. I thought there was only like 5 or 6.
Thompson, we decreased in both 2s and 3s.
Yep.
He's a really great defensive player in this game, very powerful, but
Yep.
you know, he's
That's
getting
happened.
dinged a little bit on the offensive side. So Wemby was the talk of all of the betas. So what happened to Wemby, and we played with him a lot this weekend, is we lowered his stamina and his jump height. And the jump height's significant because it means some of the crazy blocks he's getting, he's no longer getting. Because of his playoff run, we did give him a boost in aura. But in addition to some of the tuning we did around blocks and around the hoop blocking, you're seeing that there's very little goaltending. It seems very high skill when you do get it. I've only seen 5 in like 120 games online this weekend. So hopefully you guys love that. Zion decreased his 3s. Trae Young increased his 2s, decreased in speed in 3s. And then El Gigante, we changed his in the zone ability to the shadow. The shadow basically means you don't even need to guard to get the boost of guard. So it's almost like you're so intimidating that people are sort of in their head.
I like that.
That's all I got, unless Wong has any other ratings questions while I'm in here.
I think people want to just zoom in on certain players, but like Kyrie was definitely definitely a.
We went right past him. Sorry, that was my bad. He's in my script to give a little love. So we were towards the end of development, and we knew we could make one more character, so we asked the Discord channel who they wanted, and it was unanimous, like 99% was Kyrie. So he's really fun to play with. Obviously, he's known for handles and tricks, and so he's got the crown.
It's like Kyrie.
The zone ability ankle breaker. One thing you should know is that the base tricks on the stick, the right stick, they actually can break ankles while in this. So you don't have to use the ankle break modifier. So that's pretty cool because you do change of pace, like a really fast spin followed by a slower spin, and still be breaking ankles all over the place. His stamina and aura are out of control, speed. So he's not the strongest defensive character, but speed's one of the most important things in this game, as is stamina. So I think he's really powerful. Anyone else want?
Somebody asked about Scotty, which is my
Like they wanted. Well, Wong started. Andrew Wong, who you're hearing his voice, he started just killing all of us with Scotty Barnes, and we're like, "What's going on here?" Because he, make 2 blocks on a possession and then come down and drain a 3. So I think he's a lot more balanced now. Anyone else?
Still fun.
I don't think anyone has a aura
he's
less
still
than
fun.
3.
I mean, our goal in general was to create, a bunch of 04 Michael Vicks. Like every character could be argued that they're OP in their own way, but with the rule sets changing every single round, I think it's impossible just to have one great character that can win it all. I think you do need a balanced team, is what I'm finding. All right, so I'll go into shoot around, talk about some of the changes we've made. So one of the big things people asked for was more fancy trick moves like the and 1 days and V Street days. And so we've now got 12 tricks. And it's the stuff that you'd expect, like the hurricane, check your bags, treadmill, slip and slide, just things that were part of those classic games in the past.
To add an and 1 move in there, hot sauce's boomerang or something.
Chain those things together, come up the court. They do cost a little bit of stamina, but come up the court, spin out of it. Oh, so I'm playing with Bam, and he doesn't.
There was a request in the chat to do shoot around with Kyrie, since king of hands. On back.
All
I
right.
know some people are complaining like about the trick moves. Like 12 doesn't seem like a lot, but that's
Happy to
12,
do it.
not including the right stick moves.
He better not break his
Like the
ankles.
spins, the step backs. You gotta like chain them together. There's definitely like a learning curve with handles.
So I do think this works like the lab. You know, each person has a different shooting form and timing, and getting that timing right is really important. Once you get into the games, they get pretty competitive. And so I do think going to shoot around if you're switching characters is a pretty big deal. So when I hit left button with the stick, I can do advanced versions of the spin. See the stamina bar charging. I did talk about this in another time, but that yellow circle is his shooting range. So
Oh,
he's green from here, green in here. Now this will change if I'm moving. It gets a little bit of a reduction if there's nearby defenders and they can add to each other. So if you have two people, that's one of the bigger changes we made to how easy shooting was starting to have shooting in traffic ding you quite a bit. And then if someone's in guard, it'll also reduce. So, you know, when we had our first open beta, people were hitting shots from back here on the regular. And so that is no more. But showing off some more of the tricks. Any other questions? Talking about some of the other tuning things. We did talk a little bit about goaltending, which was one of the bigger complaints last playtest. I feel like it's in a really good place now. So goaltending and blocking. Blocking is still very powerful, and it's meant to be very powerful, you know, more than realistic, but that's the type of game we're creating, where defense feels powerful and every possession feels very tense and stressful. Doing these moves should feel like a risk. I might turn over the ball, but I might break an ankle to get enough time to shoot over Wemby. We did a couple other things we did for the glass cleaner in the zone ability. So if you're Jokic's the only person who has it now, but if he gets a rebound, he'll get a flashing green ball, which means his shot's increased for the next 4 seconds. So for his offensive boards, that's really powerful. And another little tip is if you off the backboard pass to him, oh yeah, Kyrie's not the best dunker, but if I off the backboard pass and rebound it and get that flashing ball, like run to the corner, it's a little pro tip for we reduced AI shoves, which is really great for solos. We tuned down paint patrol in the zone block boost, which is another reason Wemby was a little crazy. We balanced rule sets to get more variety round to round. We basically heard that people love the rules, but they felt like they're getting the same ones over and over again. And so we flattened them out, so you should get more, which again makes the strategy of picking your team really good. And the squads I'm seeing is like that are successful is one game it's all about Curry, the next game it's all about the blocking character, the next game it's all about the dunking character. And the teams that can balance that tend to win the championships, which is awesome. We did make self backboard passes a little easier to catch. That's done with the left bumper and top base button, and then jumping. The only other thing, we did reduce the we had some feedback on the speed of the ball coming off the rim, so we did want to improve rebounding so that it didn't bounce as high and as crazy, and it made it more predictable for putbacks and rebounds, and it also left it at a level where I think good rebound characters like Joker and AD still have an advantage over like a Steph Curry, because they're able to jump higher and win those battles more. Skill was a really big part of that. What other questions we got?
I think you were gonna show people just like the front end of how like knockout, like private tournaments work. So there was a couple questions about seeing that, and then There was also a question I know you guys are looking at, but we might not have a firm answer on today, just about the cameras. Commentary on the cameras.
So as I go in here, I'll talk about the cameras. We've heard the feedback. You know, a whole generation of gamers that want to enjoy this game grew up with only 2K as the reference. They're not aware of the side scroller days. So we have prototype stuff, but we're not ready to put it in the game. But we've always planned to add more selectable playable cameras to the game. But hopefully you see that we're always listening, but we're never rushing to just hack something in. The camera change, the stuff we're prototyping, we're happy with, but there's crazy performance potential issues and stuff that we really have to play test thoroughly before we put something like that out. But we hear you. We know it's something we want, and I fully believe we'll get to it. We just haven't confirmed how quickly we'll get it because we want it to be done right.
That's what's up.
Where am I going? Oh yeah, game modes. So, we have squads, which is play is up to 3 people against up to 3 people in a 4-round tournament. Solos is control the whole team against other humans, go through the tournament. And then knockout friends is sort of a private way to play however you want. You could just go in here and invite a buddy to basically just be in the online queue and play them over and over and over again in a tournament, but it is the way to just play each other. So you go in here, I choose to create a party, it creates a code. That code is now on the screen. I can, share it however I want. And we can have up to 48 people in here. So think about it, it could be, private tournaments, it could be just you and 3 of your friends want to play against bots just to warm up. You could have, 4 teams of 3 with just your friends. This is a really cool way to do that. And then I'll go here quickly before anyone else is in here. This is where you would see in the social panel all the people that are in there, and then you can start inviting them to your crew or anything you want.
Yeah, if I just want
I'm going to ask,
one
Cookie
game.
asked, what's something you're excited about adding?
I already said it. I grew up in a different era, so Legends for me is
I knew it.
thing that gets me excited because this is more of a character-based game, and I love trying different characters, and so I think there's so many to choose from the past that could, really give a different flavor. So that is always going to be my thing.
Good way to educate the youth too,
That's a sneaky way to ask, though. I like that. Any other questions? I'm willing to stay if people are interested.
Somebody's really wanting to show the shop again and the different jerseys. So if you do want to move
Okay.
to the shop and show the jerseys,
let's show that shop again.
for questions.
It looked like
Is it better to
every
do
player
it
had
through the
at least 4
locker
different
so you can
jerseys.
see every player's all their options, or do you want me to go to the shop? Or does it matter?
Oh, that's probably good. Yeah.
So I'll just go through. Here's what's going to be available for Kyrie. Another cool pro tip
Hopefully they add more.
is if you unlock this jersey for Kyrie and Cooper Flag and you unlock rookie Luka, you can match and go into the game as the Mavericks. It's the first team you can actually match all 3 uniforms to, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
That's the nerdy type of stuff I'm into. LeBron and Luka have the same. The rookies just have the one right now. But in general, we have icon, statement, association, and a throwback for most players.
So I think LeBron, he has like the rookie variant in the Cavs
That's pretty
uniform,
sick.
obviously, and then the current in the Lakers. I think they're gonna make another variant, like
I love the
Miami
Iverson
uniform.
era Sixers jersey.
They hinted at that earlier, so that's cool.
Oh, we even have the Utah Jazz
Okay.
for Donovan's, which is kind of cool. Is this
Yeah,
good
there's-
speed for everyone?
I need to see Ant-Man. I gotta see.
Go ahead.
They got the
There's
black and
some
green
chat about
Wolves jersey.
ratings. Can you talk about the balance on characters with lower stats? Like, what's the difference between a 3 and a 4, or a 2 and a 3? Like, and maybe you can go into a little bit more about like what's going on behind the scenes a little in our approach to that.
Yeah, I'll just try to keep doing this simultaneously. So our ratings are sort of in the format of NBA Street Volume 2, which there was behind the scenes a scale of 1 to 100 or 0 to 100. And so a crown is basically 100 or more. The 5-star rating is sort of an 80 and above, 81 and above, and then 80 to 60 is a 4, and 59 to 40 is a 3, and 39 to 20 is a 2, and then 1 to 0 is a 1, and then 0 is a 0. And Babito's, oddly enough, is the only character that has a 0 in anything, and that's his dunk, and he wanted it that way. So it's pretty funny. But
Damn, where's the Miami
That
Vice
is-
jersey?
when we looked at some of the reaction to the ratings, I think somebody might have been a very low 5 or a low 4, and people were like, how is that person the same rating as somebody who's like really good at that? And so we're listening to that, and some of the adjustments were done to make. So if you look at, say, 2K's ratings, our ratings are generally in the ballpark, but we bump up some of their strengths and we reduce some of their
Okay, so
weaknesses.
there's like a
And in
range.
fact, I looked at Wemby's, and all of Wemby's ratings in our game except dunk or block are actually, ours are lower than he is in 2K. Not that everything's 1-to-1.
So if I'm understanding,
just
like,
as a
say you could
reference
have
point,
a 4 and that, but someone is like a low.
So
4
there is a
versus high
range.
4.
Some people are sort of a low 80, but there's still a 5. Whereas, like, say dunks, like Anthony Edwards is high up there.
Okay.
He'd be at the high range. Does that make sense, Lon? I think it answers the question. Any other questions? Did we lose you?
Oh, you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. I was going to say, trying to get through the chat, there's a lot of questions. There are some things that you guys are asking about, voice chat, multiple players on the same team. This is all stuff we're definitely talking about as a team, but we just don't have anything to announce yet. We don't have a roadmap, for example, to announce that we are working on kind of the future content. So, we're going to get through launch, obviously, tomorrow. And then I think, we'll be able to start addressing some more of these things.
That's fair. That's fair. And it's a small team.
Yeah, and I think we're always going to listen if someone's like, oh my God, we need KD OKC, scream from the rooftops. That's probably would be one of the variants we come out with at some point. So I think it's really all about the passion. And I think over and over again, we've gone, help us pick dunks, help us pick tricks, help us pick characters, help us pick courts. So, in the early days when we were kind of just doing this by ourselves and we hadn't been announced, we've really loved ever since we've announced and been able to sort of decide with the team, with you guys as the team.
Are there plans for more map or more courts, new rule sets?
Yep, we've started on another court, and we have some really cool designs for future rule sets. Our plan is to add them and as we add some, we might, make some go away for a little while or make them more rare. As we get feedback, we might tune some of them. But there are two in the pipeline that I'm really excited about that I think will be really different and original. And yeah, excited to keep adding and mixing it up.
I wouldn't even be mad if they did some goofy chords, like some shit in space or something like that.
Some people are wondering how to I'm trying to say this nicely. Is there an easier way for us to like leave a party after we get grouped with a player that we might not want to play with again?
If you're asking if it feels rude to do that, or you just, right now you just hit that little crew button down there and you'd say leave crew. That's the way to do it. Now, one thing I have seen and felt myself is, that guy was really fun to play with, guy or girl, who knows who they were, but I can go to my recent players too and friend request people that I just thought were cool or had a good game against. So I don't think you always want to ditch teammates, but I played with ball hogs that I didn't want to play with again. And I wish we had a way just to say, bye, it was fun knowing you. But yeah, you just hit the leave crew button and then go on your way. If you didn't want to play with, say you want to play squads and it's just you and your buddy are online, but you didn't want to have a stranger, you can go to this fill teammates and uncheck it. So then it would be you and the AI character that you. Okay. So like, for instance, Scott, he's not online. He's on here, but he's not online. So it could be Scott and I, and then we don't want anybody in our run, and that's what you do. Another thing, if you ever struggle with keeping up with the speed of the game and all the colors, grayscale opponents on grays out the other team, and for some people it's very helpful. It's off by default, but these are kind of
it's definitely helpful, but I
features
just don't
that
like playing.
Not everyone knows exactly what they do. But what else you got?
So if we're thinking about things like different types of modes, like how are we thinking about, making changes to shoot around a little bit or evolving it over time? Questions like that.
Yeah, for shoot around, I think we put it in as a lab and a way to just get the feels for the game and the controls, because there's nothing worse than going into your first game and just getting slaughtered because you have no idea what you're doing. So I thought that was good, but I think we would in the future want to add maybe AI opponents to it so you can, practice on some of the things that require a second person. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff we could do with that mode to make it more interesting.
That would be useful.
And something that allows you to test out even more. One thing you can do, again, is you could go into KO friends if you just want to, play safe off, safe mode where you're not playing people and just keep, just don't invite people in there, and you could play a couple games just to get used to your team, and that essentially would be a shoot around for a team.
I wonder if that affects lifetime stats.
I like
though.
the 3-point contest idea. Someone said, need this answered.
Yeah, there's questions about things that I know we're talking about, like leaderboards, like being able to see who's the best of the best at each character, or I know we have some smaller stuff in like right now, like with your trophy counts and stuff like that. But I know stuff like that is stuff we're talking about, but just don't have any like timelines on.
Yeah, we want more ways for people to flex, and this was definitely one of those areas where, being such a small team, we had to prioritize. But if this game's being played by a lot of people, more people are going to want more ways to show off, and which could be leaderboards, could be any number of ways, kind of like our trophy taunt. We'd like to do more things like that, and more stats in the game experience, not just coming back to these screens. But it was important for us to get a lot of the sort of plumbing done first, and so we can build on what we do have.
Get it.
I think we should. I know we've been going for a while, Mike. I don't know if you want to say anything in closing. I think we're gonna wrap it up and get ready to watch the game tonight, and then for us, get ready to like turn the servers on tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I think we're
So
gonna wrap it up.
yeah, really appreciate everyone spending time with us. Means a lot to us, and we're really excited to get the game out. It is available tomorrow, $29.99 for the base game, $39.99 for the deluxe edition. It's on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox Series S and X. And tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And we hope to see most of you on the court. And I know our team's going to be in there playing probably 8, 10, 12 hours tomorrow. We're excited to see how everyone plays the game and see how quickly it becomes crazy competitive. And then let's hope for an awesome game tonight.
Go Knicks.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
See you online.
It was a good presentation. They showed a lot.